Hey everyone, this is Rohit. Hope you're all doing great and welcome back to the channel. So today what I have for you guys is the newly launched KTM Duke 160. Well, if you look at this 160cc segment, we have got Hero Extreme 160, Apache RTR 160, then we've got the MT15, and also we've got Bajaj's Pulsar NS 160 as well. And finally, KTM has launched its Duke 160 to dominate the segment. Well, if you look at the past specifications and the features on offer, this will be the most powerful 160cc motorcycle that you can get in the market. So today what I'm going to do for you guys is walk you through its features, details and the inner specifications, and also I'll be sharing the on-road price list as well. So if you're new to the channel, I'm Rohit, I make automotive content, and if you like this video, do consider subscribing it and tap on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Alright, let's start off with the design. Well, as you can see, this is undoubtedly a KTM. The creases and the sharp lines or even the shrouds as well, it all sounds KTM. At the front you get these LED headlamps. These are all LED units. As you can see, you've got this daytime running lamp as well, and this front design reminds me of the second generation Dukes. Following that, you get USD forks at the front with these reflectors. You got a front plastic mudguard, and looking at the tires, well, these are your 110 by 70 section 17-inch tires with these 320mm front rotor. Well, these are hubless discs. So we've got the ABS rings, which means you get dual channel ABS as standard. You get radially mounted calipers. Talking about its heart, well, this is a 164.2cc single cylinder 4-stroke engine which puts out 19.1 PS of power and 15.5 Nm of torque and is mated to a 6-speed transmission. And looking at these power specifications on paper, well, this is the most powerful 160cc segment bike. Just like its siblings, this Duke 160 gets the same split trellis frame, which is a steel unit. You get this engine guard over here, and the ground clearance happens to be 174mm or 17.4 centimeters, which is decent enough. Then moving on to the top, well, you get a 10 liters fuel tank. This Duke 160 is compatible with the E20 fuel. And also if you look at the instrument cluster, well, this is a LCD unit. You get this tachometer over here, digital speed, and let me just show you the menu. Well, as you can see, you've got two trip meters, trip 1 and trip 2. Looking at the menu, you get ABS, bike info, trip info and settings. And if you go into the ABS, well, you've got road and supermoto. So supermoto is basically turning off your rear ABS. As you can see here, the rear ABS has been off, which means that you can slide your rear wheel. If you want to switch it off, you can select the road, and you've got other warnings and indicators over here along with the shift light. Now moving on to the switch controls, well, these particular switches over here has got the backlit function, which means that accessing these buttons in the night is very easy. You've got a hazard lamp switch over here, turn indicators, and this is how the horn sounds like. And on to the right, you've got the engine kill switch along with the ignition switch as well. So how is it like to sit on a Duke 160? Well, first things first, the seat height is 815mm, and for reference, I'm a 5 feet 10 inch person and I can flat foot, and not to mention my inseam is longer. And if you look at the foot peg positioning, well, it's kind of rear set a little and also a tad bit higher, which means that this particular area or the legs are a little cramped for taller riders. However, it's not so uncomfortable. You can get used to it. That shouldn't be a problem. Now let's talk about the handlebar. Well, you get this upright handlebar which puts you in a aggressive position, as you can see here. And zipping through traffic should be very easy. Also, if you look at the seat cushioning, well, you've got the right amount of cushioning over here, and also you've got a proper pillion seat along with grab rails. Now moving to the rear section, well, you get these tail lamps along with LED turn indicators just like the front, and you get this typical KTM style fender. And also what you get is this rear mudguard which helps you in monsoon rides. Now looking at the tire, well, this is a 140 by 60 section 17-inch tire along with 17-inch cast alloy. Also if you look at the rear disc brake, well, you get a 230mm disc brake along with a floating caliper. Alright, now before I share the on-road price, let me just show you how this Duke 160 sounds like. And finally, when it comes to the price, well, this Duke 160 costs around 1,84,998 rupees ex-showroom, and the on-road is around 2,28,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam. Well, that's all for this walk-around review, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, consider giving it a like and share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much. Ride safe and have a nice day.